Hi everyone, it's Veronica. Welcome back to another video here on Wendy's Crafting Friends. And I am going to do a set of earrings here. Maybe I'll do another quick project. I'm not sure yet. So I just want to make a set of earrings here with these beautiful, they have that iridescent color on these wavy disc beads. And I know that Wendy absolutely loved using these. I've seen these types of beads in many of her projects and pieces that she has made, and it is just lovely with all these beautiful colors and that teal, the greens, the yellows, the purples. I mean, just the whole rainbow, the whole color in the spectrum. So I just wanted to make a beautiful little set in, of course, in honor of Wendy. Her in August 28th of last year, I believe it was August 28th of last year, we lost a lovely, beautiful person and a sister in Christ to a terrible accident. And as most of you know, we are trying to carry on this channel for not only her spirit and her creativity, but for Chris, who has been so wonderful to us girls and very helpful and being there to upload our videos and things like that. So he does work hard. So this next few pieces will be in honor for Wendy, and just kind of using some elements that I noticed that she would use, probably more frequent than others, at least in these earrings. And I've had these for a while, and I was just like, I just don't know what to do with them. And then I said, they're just too beautiful not to do something. So I decided, let me just make a quick set of earrings. And then if I decide by the end of making these and to make another quick little piece of jewelry, I will. I'll just probably save it for another video. So this video is not going to take forever. So today, if you do have any of these wavy discs and you have some bead caps that would match the color, get yourself some 20 gauge. This is going to be for our, not only for to put through and make a component, but also to make an ear wire. So I will be cutting off another piece here. So you will need your wire straighteners, your wire cutters, your bail pliers, and today, of course, you'll need your round nose pliers too. Okay, and something, of course, to open and close the loop for your earrings and other things. Okay, and we're going to be using our hammer and steel plate here because I want to just be able to make the ear wire a little bit more stiff, and it's obviously to show you technique that you can make your own ear wires with 20 gauge and not worry so much of it being flimsy or pulled away if you're able to give it a good a few taps of a hammer that will stiffen that up. Okay, all right, so let's begin. And I'm going to straighten out another piece of my 20 gauge. This is the gold. I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back here. Now you could cut yourself some of your wire, 3-4 inches long. Doesn't have to be precise, but enough that you will have to make for your size ear wire that you want, and certainly a component. And we're just doing a simple loop, so I don't need to I don't need a lot or extra to make a I guess one of those wrap loops. I'm just going to keep it simple because I think a 20 gauge is tough enough for that. And again, it's just an earring, so it's not like it's going to be yanked and pulled on by a child that you might be holding. As for a necklace, hopefully they won't be tugging at your earrings on your ears and rip them out of your ears. So we're just going to make, I want to cut this so that it's flush. And I want to make sure that this part here, hold on, sorry about that, that I'm just going to make my own little head pin. Now you can hammer if you want and flatten it, make it a little paddle. I'm not going to do that today. So again, just like I've done in previous videos, I'm just going to make a loop, a teeny loop, and in fact I think I'm going to use this one. So let me get a little closer here. So I'm just going to go to the end and bring it over. Oops, slipping out of my fingers. And I'm just going to bring it over so that there's, oops, sorry, there's this tiny little loop. And then I'm just going to go and squish that enough and, you know, just make a little head pin. And you want that tiny so it's not too noticeable at the bottom of the component that you're making. So if you have a ball head pin, that's great. I have misplaced mine at the moment, which drives me nuts because I tend to always keep it front and center, and I don't know, they just I swear they grow legs and they move on their own, which is just drives me crazy that every time I go to try to find them, because I don't have that many left. I have to order more, so I do try to keep them within eyesight, and they just still drive me crazy. Okay, so now we're going to test this part right here to make sure that the bead cap is not going to fall off. And if that's the case, then you just make your adjustments and really give it a good push to make sure that it won't come off. Okay, so that looks good. Now we're going to go ahead and put on the disc, the wavy disc, another bead cap. So it's just like a regular bead, you're just putting a bead cap on each side. Okay, and then you're going to have a set of bead caps for the next disc that you put on. So obviously you're going to put the next bead cap here in the opposite direction of the one you just put on. So it's just a matter of keeping track of that, knowing that you're just putting a bead cap on each side of your beads that you're putting on. Okay, and the next one, and your bead, then your bead cap. And now if you don't have bead caps and you want to just put maybe a 3mm or 2mm in between each to give it some sparkle, great, that would be terrific. Okay, so this is what we have so far, and I just think that is so pretty with all those beautiful colors. Absolutely gorgeous. Get a real close-up look at that. Isn't that pretty? Okay, and then of course the same thing. You want to just make your little wire, bend that over, and then cut it to your desired length to make your loop, and just make sure it's consistent with the other pair or the other set that you make. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and cut that. Take my round nose plier, and hopefully I won't have to cut anything, but we'll see. And have myself a little loop. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and make a, well, there it is. There's that component. So now we're going to go ahead and make our earpiece. I just want to make sure this is nice and straight. And then just double check everything. I'm a perfectionist when it comes to that. I want my stuff lined up perfectly. Okay, all right, so here we go with the earring. I'm going to cut, I want to make sure this end is cut nice and flush, and as usual, we'll go ahead and make our little loop. And make it so that it looks like a little teardrop. I hope I was in frame for that. Because again, I get close, I zoom in and I just lose all placement of where my hand should be. All right, now we're going to go take our bail pliers and we're going to go onto the second largest one. This side is smaller than this side, so make sure that your little loop is facing the opposite direction of the one you want to wrap around. Okay, so it's going to be like that because we're going to go right around and go right to that. And we're going to take it out, then we're going to pop it back in, but now facing on top of that so that you can come underneath and cut your bottom part. So you want to line it up right here. Just line that up. You can lean that flush part right back there and then cut. And then you come around. Okay. And just come in and give it a little bend. So now you have your ear hook. You can just open it a little, and this is where we're going to take our block. I'm going to try to silence this part and mute it, so let me just come out a little bit. Okay, and then we're going to just place that right on top of there, and we're going to take our hammer, and basically you're going to hold the end of your hammer and basically let the weight of this do the work. Okay, so you can hold on to that. We're only going to do this area right here, right in here. Okay, and then give it a little taps there, not to flatten it but just to strengthen that. So right here is it's gonna make it like a French wire right here, because this part you want to be able to slip in and get in through your ear. All right, so I'm gonna see if I can take out the sound here. So you just put it right on there, and just give it a couple of little taps, and then just not heavy, but just, okay, for this one here. And because it's small enough, you could probably use the ball. It's just to tighten it up, or you know, make it tough. So as you can see, you'll have that flat part like the French wire. Okay, so it's just it just gives it a nice elegant look too. Okay, so you'll be able to see the difference, and it makes it much stiffer. Okay, all right, so let's put that together, and I think that'll be it. So I put this is the other one, so I'm going to put that aside here. We'll take this, we'll open up our ear wire, and of course I want to look to make sure everything is lined up beautifully here. Everything is nice and straight. And here is your cute little earrings. Hi everyone. Sorry, I got interrupted. I had my doctor calling me to set an appointment, and as we know, it is so hard to get an appointment, and so I had to answer the call, and unfortunately I hung up on them, so I had to call them back and figure out who it was that was calling me, because it showed up as my dental instead of my medical. So anyway, so I'm here. I wanted to show you the earrings and what they look like. And don't mind my background. I am in the middle of just doing everything all over again. I don't have that much room here, so it looks like an entire mess. As you can see right here, that is my PA system. I'm going to be DJing my niece's 16th Sweet 16 party. So I have that here, but I have it covered because I didn't want any dust on it. And, but yeah, I have to rearrange all my shelving and stuff. And over here, I do some recording for another channel of mine that I do on BitChute because, you know, just, I guess I like to teach things. And if it means teaching the Word of God, in the sense of sharing, you know, what God has revealed to me, then I'm very happy with that. And so I do videos every once in a while. It's not an everyday thing. I don't make money from it or anything like that. So it's just a wonderful thing to do and share. So anyway, yeah, so all this is going to be rearranged somehow. I don't know how. It's a huge undertaking. So welcome to my world for the moment. So here we are. Let's put this in and see how they look. Okay. That's one. Ooh, that's so pretty. Oh, yeah. I've got to figure out what to do with all my stuff so that it can look pretty in the background. Okay, so here they are. Oh, they really are so pretty, so cute, so unique. Isn't that cute? All right, well, everybody, I hope that you have a blessed day and be creative. Happy beading, and may the Lord be with you always. Thank you so much, and we'll see you soon. Love you, peace, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.